Peace chat. How you doing today? How y'all doing today, man? It's Freaky Friday, Fast Running, Independent Day, and Aggressive every day. I didn't do any content yesterday. I was kind of like, I was just chilling, man. I was just chilling. I was chilling. I was monitoring the market, doing a little bit of stuff off stream, but for the most part, I was just chilling, enjoying a little bit of relief that we get. How y'all feeling today, man? On Friday, right? Important day today. Seeing the DXY trying to creep back up, right? Trying to creep back up above 100. We really need this thing to get rejected at 100. But for the most part, we are seeing some good relief in the market. Stocks actually starting to rebound as well, right? We got our favorites up like Jasmine, almost 2 pennies, man. So if you got Jasmine at 207, salute to you, man. If you got Jasmine at 207, when I was making them Jasmine videos, or Tao below 200 bucks at like 170, 175. I mean, Tal is now like what, 364. It's been sliding, right? Definitely like to see that. Definitely like to see that. Definitely like to see that. Good to see some of my Tau subnets doing good as well. AI has really bounced back. AI and meme coins and AI. Some meme coins that's been really sending. Whiff is up 18%. But AI and meme coins seem to be like the strongest narratives. When things turn green, they really start to run, right? To be fair, I mean, I like RWA too. RWA's has been doing pretty good too. Been looking at a few deepins in the J5 Council today. I shared a deepin project in there today. New one, similar to what's going on out there with HNT and the cellular um, ecosystem. Let's take a look at BTC, see what's going on. How y'all doing? Me take a look at BTC and ETH, man. BTC and ETH, man. BTC and ETH, man. Good money there on that long on BTC after we got that buy signal. Well, already was in the long on BTC, but it just was playing around with a little bit of Solana perps. And to be fair, I took a long and the short to close my short and see some pretty good, nice profits there with that there. But still learning the whole perp market on Solana. I use Jupiter perps. Jupiter perps look works pretty good. Works pretty good. Pretty seamless. That's why I like Solana. You know what I mean? I don't think you can go wrong having a little bit of Solana in your portfolio. For sure, for sure. Let's see who's all up in here. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, man. Turn it up. I need the community to show up and show out. I got a bone to pick with the community. Salute. I got a bone to pick with the community today. I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit hurt, community. I'm a little bit hurt. I'm gonna tell y'all why, but I'm a little bit hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit hurt, man. Let's get into some of these comments. See what we got. We got 17 people in here. Make sure that you like, subscribe. Um, Sinku, what's up? Alex, what's the word? Are y'all feeling FOMO yet? Let me know if y'all feeling FOMO. I'm not really feeling FOMO. I did do a little bit of allocation. I didn't time the bottom. I didn't like buy all up at the bottom like I wanted to because I frankly just didn't have the funds like I wanted to outside of just responsibilities and things I had to take on IRL in real life, right? But I did get a chance to get some things, right? So I did get some skin in the market. Would have liked to buy more on that dip, but not concerned at all. We're still in QT. We still got a lot of stuff that we got to work out from a macro standpoint. So not too concerned at all. But do believe we will get another opportunity to buy the dip or buy into an area where things are red. So we always get that opportunity. What's up, Dino? Jasmine is looking really good, man. I took a look at Jasmine this morning. When looking at Jasmine at first, I like to go check out ETH, right? And just to see ETH, been thinking about putting in a trade for ETH both ways, maybe a long and short to cover myself just in case. But a long on ETH, man. And my finger been burning to hit the button, hit long button on ETH. But just being a little bit patient in this market. just being patient, right? Not trying to go too crazy. I don't know too much about leverage to go crazy, but I think once we see some movements here with Ethereum, it's only right that we see some movements with Jasmine, as Jasmine is an ERC20 token, right? Horror going on a press run, right? Really doing his thing, man. I really like what I'm seeing from Jasmine here on the tethered pair. If I can actually pull it up, you'll see that we are looking to put in that confirmation candle. There we go, on Jasmine, right? So we did have that candle last week where we were above the trend line, and now we're looking to put in that confirmation candle with Jasmine looking really, really strong and primed for a retest here of 2.5 pennies. Looks like it's a good chance we come to retest some of this structure here at 2.5 pennies, and specifically these moving averages. Not yet printing that buy signal. Volume still kind of light on the volume here on Jasmine, but we did get the total three buy signal on the weekly, which was huge because we haven't had one of those in a long time. So we get the total three buy signal. Last time we got the first total three buy signal, we went up for about 4 or 5 months, right? 4 or 5 months to be. Let me see here. We just what's this? 21 bars, about 147 days. So we've seen some nice movement with altcoins, specifically some of this is around the time that we seen like XRP and Hedera really start flying, and then virtuals really take off, right? Virtuals, Ethereum was putting a nice move on, but it really was like the AI agent hype when we seen this massive move here last time we printed a buy signal on the total three. So the total three did print a buy signal. I wonder if that was coupled with the entire cryptocurrency market cap, seeing that the global M2 has been rising. So yeah, the crypto total market cap also printed a buy signal there and a strong green candle, right? Strong green candle. So technically we're still bullish. Historically we're still bullish if you look what's going on with Bitcoin. I think what kind of made people feel a little bit uncomfortable was the stock market and the fact that a lot of those stocks that we are accustomed to really being only up charts really started to show some weaknesses, broke those super trends and things of that sort. So with that being said, that uncertainty and then the trade wars, but Trump never really stood on none of his business, right? He doubled back on some of the tariffs. He's double backed on his stance on Jay Powell. He's really I don't know. I don't know at this point how people view him and how people of the leaders of the world view him as well. But some people would argue that he hasn't really stood on his word or stood on his business. So you could be the judge of that. I'm not here to pick any sides. But feel free to comment if you want to get political, whatever. Talk your talk in the chat. It really helps the algorithms, guys. It really helps the algorithms here. But the market looks nice. Nothing wrong with the market there. We got 22 people in here. Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. My portfolio is mostly Solana, all in the AI plays, Yuki with the Roblox. Yeah, I've been posting some articles there on Yuki. Really interested in that narrative. I'm headed into another AI move, right? AI next leg up. I think physical robotics is a narrative that we need to pay attention to. But I love infrastructure, right? Compute power, GPU power, agentic frameworks, the things that actually hosting, right? The things that we don't see from an infrastructure level, the things that seem to be scarce, like GPU power, for example. That's where I want to invest my money, right? Because I see the rise of AI, and I'm very bullish on that narrative. Still waiting for the selling, man. Yeah, that's definitely a rumor, man, and definitely something that really actually is definitely a thing, right? Selling may and go away. It's been a thing since I've been covering like crypto for the last 3 4 years. Like selling may and go away. So I know it's a thing, but we just got to see how the market, what the market gives us, right? Yeah. Market is forward thinking, but we still not the macro fears as far as a potential recession and just the lack of liquidity that's in the market, right? Lack of liquidity from retail. Astra AI, I never heard of that one. Astra AI. Oh well, just speaking of AI, guys, I would really pay attention to Talbot. They're bringing that ETH liquidity to the Tal ecosystem. So Tal doesn't really have a DEX yet. Like you can trade your subnets through different validators. Like for instance, I use Tau Stats, but Talbot has created a DEX where You could bridge Ethereum. Literally, you could trade your ETH for a Tau subnet. One of one, the only DEX that's doing this right now within the platform, and then I believe it is live at the time of this video. It was been live for at least like a few weeks now. But pay attention to this, man. If Tau literally starts exploding, we've already had our first $100 million runner, right? So I told you guys you can go out here and do some the research yourself. But let me see here. Let's go to the subnets. So we'll check this out here. And I'll put it back on market cap. So yeah, Shoots here sitting here at a $99 million market cap, right? Our first $100 million runner subnet, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if Grady runs to 100 million with the things that they are doing, right? With that competition with AWS hosting, really blowing out the competition. And we're talking about projects that's well over like $1 billion evaluations, and you got this gradient subnet 56, which is literally being adopted, sitting here at a measly mere $48 million market cap. Is really funny, to be honest with you, when you think about what gradient subnet 56 is really out there doing. But I wouldn't be surprised if a few of these run to 100 million, man. It's funny because these AI they call this the VC, right? The VC opportunity of AI, right? Because you know, on Solana, you buy an AI LARP project, you can't even hold it overnight. These like you got to pay like hundreds of thousands to even have a subnet, right? It's like you can't launch a token. Oh, I'm launching a token on Tau. That's not how it works. You literally have to buy a subnet placement, which is not a small amount of money. So anybody that does this would not waste their time unless they're building something serious. So you're getting into like groundbreaking AI tech builders to really like nerdy dev type of people. No offense to anybody that's a nerd. Like I'm a nerd by heart, but this is really, it's going to be LARPs within Tau that ecosystem. Don't get me wrong. Of course, any ecosystem has bad actors, but for the most part, these are people that's really focused on being the pioneers of the AGI sector, right? AI sector, right? Ushering the AGI. So salutes to them. I think there's a lot of opportunity. I would compare this to into virtuals and their ecosystem when it was early. Just imagine if you were part of the first 10 to 50 virtuals tokens, and those are the ones that ended up running to hundreds of millions of market caps. We're here now again with the Tau ecosystem, and just glad to be a part of this, man. Doing research daily on some of these subnets and even the new ones that's being created and put out there as well. So guys, do your research. Of course, do your research. But yeah, I like Talbot right now, man. And it seems like if Tau continues to move, this could be one of those the DEX of Tau ecosystem, the Cetus to Sui, the Uniswap to E, the Pancake Swap to Binance, etc., etc. All right, let's get into some of these comments. BSV, haven't heard that in a while. True Fire is a sleeper. What's up, Beebs? Beebs in the trap. What's the word? True Fire? What do they got going on there with True Fire? Shoot for the stars, land on the moon, to the moon, baby. Yeah, man. Ice God. What's up, Ice Pops? What's up, Ice Pops? Uh, what's the Jasmine target? What's the Jasmine target? What's the market cap like? What? Almost 1 billion right now. What's the market cap of Jasmine? Um, yeah, almost 1 billion. Let's go with anywhere between 10 billion, 5 billion. Let's say 5 billion to 50 billion. That's the target. 5 billion to 50 billion, right? Let's 5x to 50x, right? 5x or 5x to 50 billion. No, I'm what the fuck, not 5x. 5 billion to 50 billion. Maybe I'll be into like 10 billion to 50 billion, right? In an altcoin season, Ethereum above all-time highs in price discovery. Bitcoin dominance, if we can get it to slow down because of these ETFs, sub 50% in that type of ecosystem where we're near zero interest rates and and the wind is blowing perfectly to the 90% to the west. Yes, maybe 10 to 15 billion, but realistically, let's say 5 to 50 billion, right? 5 to 50 billion. 34 people in here. I smell something fishy with this pump. What do you smell fishy with this pump? It's a relief rally. Things get oversold. Market makers pump the relief rally to the top of the range. We either going to break the range or we're not, right? And everybody's going to feel like doom and gloom again, maybe a few weeks from now. It's very simple. When we pump the bullish hopium here is that we got a stock RSI cross on the weekly time frames, and usually when you get these stock RSI crosses on the weekly time frames, like very 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 bullish, and you usually see a nice move. They historically 90-day moves, right? 3-month moves, right? So a lot of people are anticipating that this is the next 3-month move, right? We went sideways and down for like 3 months. Now we're about to go maybe sideways and up for 3 months, right? A lot of those stock RSI crosses are happening on the weekly time frames with a plethora of different cryptos, and not even just cryptos, even the stock market is pulling in some of those them stock RSI crosses. So the the needle in the haystack here where that we need to pinpoint is we have to get back above these moving averages, right? I mean, I don't have the bull market trend on, but let's see if we are back above this bull market trend. And of course, I'm looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap. Yeah, so we gotta get back above these bull market trends here. Not quite above them. I think Bitcoin was the one that was bullish, right? Yeah, Bitcoin was the one that was bullish, right? Bitcoin getting back above its bull market trend here, but we need to see Ethereum and Solana get back above those bull market trends, because if Ethereum and Solana gets back above those bull market trends, it's a good chance that altcoins will go ballistic. So I would pay attention to Sol and ETH as being those altcoins that they have to get back above these bull market trends. But if we can get Ethereum and Solana above these trend lines, altcoins are going to go crazy. We're going to see some crazy runners. We're going to see some crazy runners, right? In a illiquid market, like it won't be an altcoin season because we're illiquid, right? We don't have the liquidity to necessarily have an altcoin season, but it could be a powerful run for some of these tokens that are liquid because they don't take a lot of liquidity to move. They don't, and that's that. They just don't take a lot of liquidity to move. So that's why you'll see something with a low market cap move very, very, very quickly. Just either way, right? For instance, like what's this Rodney's token? I think one of my indicators got triggered by Rodney's token, and it did what? It did like a 10x overnight or something crazy over the last couple 7 days. It did like a 10x. Rodney's token went from like a $25,000 market cap to a $240,000 market cap, right? It did like a 10x or something within the last 7 days. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, we have a community token that can do the same thing. It literally has the same goddamn chart as his community token. Look at this. His community token went down to the sideways and then blew up like 10x, 15x overnight, right? We also have a community token as well, right? Sitting here at a $23,000 market cap. It's if liquidity comes in, it's gonna take nothing to move this token 10x. Nothing, literally nothing. So and the holders are Chad. So it's like these holders are like holders that been here, right? They're just holding. Everybody's holding their bags. So yeah, that's just an example, guys. Like I said, tokens can move really, really fast, even in a liquid market. And that was just an example. Like his meme coin just 10x, right? In the last 7 days, went from $20,000 market cap to $200,000 market cap, right? And that's why I said I got a bone to pick with the community because I'm like, where we at? What we doing? We need to stand up and move. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we can do the same thing. Chat, what we on, bruh? It ain't even no. You ain't gotta go and chase nothing, bro. I'm just do a little soft shield right there. You ain't gotta go chase nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But that's an example of how fast look a small amount of liquidity can move something with a small amount of liquidity. The same could be said if a whale decides to sell off his bag, right? Then the token a dump because it has low liquidity. So always pay attention to the liquidity death ratio. I think I've been talking about. You can go check that out on Coin Market Cap. But yeah, I would pay attention to like Solana, Ethereum, getting back above those bull market bands, and really start to see some of these altcoins move. Right? I know a lot of people would say, "Well, Millie, why can we do that? How can we do that if the Fed hasn't cut and this and that?" Well, crypto still has a lot of resolve. It still has a lot of liquidity. You got to think about some of the things that we've been going through within these last 3 months, right? Bybit hack, OM sell off like over $5 billion. I think something happened with ZK Finance. So many different things. Damn, I gotta get me some water. God dang. Y'all ever had that happen? You talking and then God dang. Oh, just start earning. Ah shit. My bad. All right. Still got a 93% chance of a pause, right? So, even without some of this stuff happening, even without some of this stuff happening, crypto still have shown a lot of resolve, right? People still holding their bags. A lot of those top tokens still holding, that girth that they have. So, crypto has been pretty solid in the midst of this downtrend, right? Yeah, it felt really bad, but when you look at some of these evaluations, based on the fact that most of them is based off purely speculation, some of this stuff should have fell further. It should have fell further, but it didn't. All right, we still got meme coins like WIF sitting at a $623 million market cap. This is a meme coin, right? In some cases worth more than airlines. So just put that into perspective. 33 people in here. Sui is pretty. Yeah, Sui is. I ate the dry biscuits. I ain't even eat nothing yet. Soft taco. Sui already pretty strong right now. Yeah, Sui is pretty strong. Turbo, forget everything else. People trying to front run bullish indicator flips. I don't know, man. Usually ends in pain. I'm forever bullish though. I mean, if I don't think that was really. I think if you're gonna front run it, you need to front run it when it's oversold before you get the cross. Like if you get a buy signal and then you buy after the buy signal, you're not really front running anything, right? In some cases, some people would say that you're late. Some tokens already had a move, right? I think Fart Coin already had a move. Sui's been putting in a great move right now, right? Tau has had a move, right? So you see in some tokens, in some cases, Jasmine. I think Jasmine already did 2x since those local bottoms, right? So yeah, at the end of the day, the people who bought like when Jasmine was 207 and when Bitcoin was like at 73 and 74, that's front running indicator, right? Those are the people that's legends, right? Those are the ones that you got to look at like, yo, I got to stop paying attention to that motherfucker because that was legendary. That was legendary. The people that was bull posting when Bitcoin was 73 and 74 and you know what I mean? I think what's the dude, guys? Dr. Profit, he's really good alpha count on X. Like the guy, he doesn't have no emotion. He's either gonna say it's short, it's long, it doesn't matter. Pause. What happens if ETH fails this run? I doubt it will. I mean, if ETH was gonna fail, it would have already failed, right? ETH has an ETF. It's not gonna fail, guys. I mean, like at the end of the day, ETH has an ETF. Just keep filling your bags. Yeah, just keep filling your bags. What up, Millie? What's up, Wiz? Wise. Bought Sui at 60 cent. Way to go, Rajon. Ready to go, man. Way to go. Yeah, I think Turbo is gonna really do good in that meme AI sector, right? It's the top AI meme coin. I think the only competitor would be something like GOAT. As far as AI memes, so yeah, really, really see a lot of people bullish on Turbo and where it can go. I think one of my guys, Wise, actually hit me up and we were talking about Turbo a little bit off stream, man. So I see a lot of bullish hopium behind Turbo. I tells you about more. I hate the psychology in the market. Yeah, the psychology. Yeah, people only like to buy when things are euphoric and in the market it has showing green bubbles. That's just the nature of the humans, of the humans. Like I'm not human. It's the nature of humans, right? But yeah, if you can train your mind to really, really take advantage of them days when things are like nasty red, I know it feels bad, but at the end of the day, we tend to overreact in crypto. I say it all the time. Bitcoin never lost its trend. It never lost the 50-day moving average. We know historically if it can hold it, then it's bullish. The outlier was that the stock market and a lot of those stocks like the SPX and things like that lost key trend lines in the super trend, and it scared the hell out of a lot of people, to be honest, because in a way crypto is coupled with the stock market. Do you only cover high market caps here? No, I don't cover high market caps. Like actually known as a low cap gem hunter. There's no need to talk about low caps in a market that's just was just too bearish because those tokens, even though I like a lot of them, they're just too risky to be shilling, right? You can't shill things, $1-2 million market cap while everything is falling because those tokens fall 70 to 80% when they do correct. But if you notice, I kind of pointing out some low caps. If you pay attention, because I see a lot of people don't fucking pay attention. But if you pay attention, you'll see that I point out a lot of low caps. I pointed out ALCH. I've been pointing out AXGT, Pythia. I've been pointing out Digimon. Look, they just built what's that? An MCP for AI agents and games. Their framework is crazy. Go do the research. Like people don't pay attention. I've been pointing out all will retire AWR for weeks. That did a like a 5-6x. You know what I mean? Talking about Tau subnets. Those subnets were like some of them was sub $1 million market caps when I started talking about them. So like if you're not catching the whiffs of some of the low caps, then I would question either comprehension or I don't know what the fuck you got going on. Most odds have gone up by 100 to 300% already. They have. Mark. A lot of them are slowly cooking behind the scenes, slowly cooking behind the scenes. The indicators are now showing Bitcoin could hit a top of 160 to 170 around July, which is crazy. Good times ahead, but I do expect a pullback soon. 160 to 170 by July. April, May, June. And I don't know about that. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy to think, That's what I'm saying. Like it's okay to be bearish or bullish, but sometimes you gotta know when to be realistic, right? Realistically speaking. Bitcoin to 170 by June or July. A lot would have to happen for that to happen, man. Like the indicators are not the indicators can't speak for the liquidity, right? That's two different things. Like we could say, oh, indicators bullish. Okay, well, do we have enough liquidity to move the market in that fashion? I would argue we don't. It doesn't matter if the indicators are bullish without the liquidity. What the fuck matters with the indicators? Not going for a single, going for a home run. Can't spell rich without risk. Yeah, I think it's good to have some low caps in your portfolio. Unfortunately, we don't know the nature of how high some of these market cap evaluations will go. And I thought about that yesterday when I was talking to Wise. We was talking about Turbo, and he kind of asked me. He said it could 50x. Now, when he said that originally, our first whiff, I'm like 50x Turbo. Oh, that market cap is too high for it to 50x. And then I went to go check the market cap because I assumed that Turbo's market cap was still over $1 billion, which it wasn't. It was like 200, 300 million or something or at the time where I checked it. And then I was like, oh, 50x from here. And then I thought about like a $15 billion market cap, and I thought about all the crazy evaluations of like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and Saitama, and some of these. I think Saitama hit like a $6 billion market cap. Where's that now? You know what I mean? I thought about some of the crazy evaluations that some of these meme coins hit in 2020, 2021, and I'm like, shit, maybe it can still 50x from here, even with a $300 million market cap, right? If we do get a large amount of relief from the Fed, maybe we do start to hit these crazy evaluations again. Maybe we do. You can't count it out, right? What's the best trading bot? AI cryptos, I think, is the best narrative. Um, I mean, you got a lot of choices, right? I think you got Banana Bot, and then you got I think Unibot has one, Uniswap has one, which is Unibot. And then you look like at what they're doing over there on Solana. They have a few bots, so I mean, there's probably some bots you can invest into. There's a few kind of like hedge fund AI agents that have portfolios where they buy a group of tokens and you invest into the AI agent and you get residuals and earnings from the portfolio that they invest into. They got a couple of those on base as well. So you got some options. I don't really invest into AI agents specifically though. I'm more of a AI infrastructure investment. I need something that I know that's going to be around for the long term, right? Because AI agents just go through too much competition. I can create an AI agent that's really good, and then somebody can create one, especially if the code is open source. They can steal the code, or not even steal it. They can just use the code and just make it better. So it's so easy to like make a better AI agent, but you can't copy infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? If it's really really good infrastructure, it's going to help the growth of AI, right, for the long term. So I like to invest into AI infrastructure. Good morning, G Money. Polytrader or virtual? Yeah. Polytrader on virtual. Yeah, that's a good. That's an example. That's a good example. That's a good example. That's one. That's a really really good example. I've looked into that before. Very good. W comment. Blah blah. I can see 15 million market cap. Terrible. Get a Robin. 15 billion market cap, and it can get a Robinhood listing, and it carries the Pepe meme with it. I don't know. I think Pepe would be leading the charge in comparison to Turbo. I think Pepe is kind of like leading the charge. But I get what you're saying. Pi Network, AI agents are just glorified meme coins. Yeah, to perspective, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can. It's going to be too many of them. It's too much competition. Just yes. Yeah, I don't. Too much AI agents. I agree. Or so AI agents also set up trading bot. I see. Thanks, bro. Yeah. But it's really easy to make those, right? There's gonna be too many of them. You can't copy good infrastructure. Like if you got good infrastructure, then people need to they'll implement your infrastructure. Everybody will adopt it or implement it. You get or integrate it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess. Like I'm not gonna talk down on any type of big caps or mid caps because if you put a substantial amount of money in like a large cap, you can make some good money. You got 1K, 5K, 10K, 50K. You chunk it into a really really good blue chip or a really really good top 100 token. You're gonna make some money. You're gonna make some money. Think about it. If I mean, what you chuck 10K into something that's really good, all you need is a 10x to turn it into 100K. You know, and just imagine if you get that 50x, right? Oh, I chuck 10K into Turbo. If I get a 10K, I still win. But if I get a 50x, I crushed it. I crushed it. So yeah, less volatility, less risk there, definitely. Less rewarding, depending on how much money you put, but still opportunity and money to be made, for sure. I don't know if there's any news going on today, guys. I haven't really been seeing anything that really I think China is coming out saying what Trump is saying is he's not really saying anything, right? It's just false media news, right? I really haven't been seeing anything from a news perspective today, but we are going into our weekend. We're going into our weekend. I've been doing a little bit of research. Like I said, I started off my research this morning with looking at a few things with Jasmine, and also looking at my tile subnets because I'm looking to add one more subnet. I think I want to chuck like 200, $300 into a subnet, but I'm not sure. I'll buy one tile, put 50% of that one tile into staking in my root, and then I'll take the other 50% and buy a subnet or whatever. So maybe just $150 or something, maybe 150, $200, right? And then put the other rest of the money into staking tau root, right? Because I've noticed that when tau prices go up, subnet prices correct. I love the tau flywheel. This is how it should work. It shouldn't work like, oh, tau price goes up, subnets go up. No, no, I like the whole tau price goes up, subnets correct. You got an opportunity to find your subnets. Subnets prices go up, tau prices correct, right? So this, when Tau is going having its little downtime, you're making money with the subnets, the alpha tokens, because they run when Tau is not running. I don't know how they did it and how they pulled this off, but this is how flywheel should work, so that you make money regardless of the market, right? And man, just studying the subnets and the way they work. I don't know if this is, look, guys. I don't know if this is going to be sustainable. I want to make it clear. But this is why you get into an ecosystem early and you fall in love with it, as far as early, right? And then you fall out of love with it when everybody start running into it, right? Once everybody running up in it, you don't really want to be a part of that, right? You don't want to be a part of it when you're the only person running up in it. It's all good. But once everybody else start running up in it, yeah, you don't want to be a part of that, right? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we are early to the Tau ecosystem, but at some point we won't be early. So I don't know. You take that for how you take it. Whatever. People like the Toyota Jasmine posts. I see. I gotta start posting more Jasmine. We got 37 people in here. Like and subscribe. The best coins are the ones that have stood the test of time. Yeah, I can't argue that. Can't argue that. If Bitcoin is the best coin, right? It stood the test of time over years and years and years, and all type of different FUD and this and that. And Bitcoin still was able to hit 100K in price. So yeah, yeah, I would say I agree there, right? But that doesn't mean they have the most potential, right? They might be the best coins, but the ones that have the most potential are the ones that tends to have a little bit more risk. So you got to take a chance. You don't gotta like put all your portfolio into a risky play, but you can have a little bit of gambling money on the side and chuck something into that's going to be a little bit high risk. Hey, you may get rewarded. You just don't know. Ooh, see some of these comments here. We got 40 people in here, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe. We've been going hard. Yeah, not much news out there, man. Not much news out there. Just kind of like hanging around, answering y'all questions about what's going on in the market. So if you have any questions about the market and any altcoin, or you want me to take a look at an altcoin chart, just let me know in the comments. While we're doing that, I'll continue to look at my scanners here and see if we do have some news that's actually popping inside the market. So where is my actual? I thought I had my scanner up, but I don't. I don't. So let's pull it up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna eat some breakfast after this, guys. Oh, Photon just upgraded some stuff. That's what I like to see. I like to see. Bitwise registers Near ETF in Delaware, a major step towards bringing Near protocol to mainstream investors. That's interesting. Y'all gonna keep messing with them sharks. President Trump says United States will lead attacks on Iran. Very well. Then. All right. See this guy right here. You just never know what he's gonna say, man. Never know what he's gonna do. So just be, I know it's a lot of green in the market, but just be a little bit cautious. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being cautious. Yo, that's crazy though. Remember you was just talking about how the best coins are the ones that stood the test of time. This gamer bought Bitcoin at $13 and turned it into a $2.3 billion empire. Can you imagine buying $13 worth of something and turning it into $2.3 billion? That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. Man, that is crazy, bro. All right, Trump says they are very close to a deal with Japan. All right. So yeah, the same stuff, the same stuff, the same stuff. It's just really nothing that's going on, man. It's really nothing, man. It's really nothing to talk about, bro. Totally is posting. They're probably going to create a meme after this called Solana Summer. Yeah, it's really nothing. It's nothing going on, guys. It's nothing going on. But the market looks real good, so that's positive. Adoption coming. Yeah, man. But y'all spamming in the chat. Edwin, so if you would think, look at Edwin. What is Edwin? Edwin? Come on, community. We need to stand up, bro. We need to show them we can do a 10x in a week. Edwin on Soul. Chart looks like it's pretty bullish. It's like it's only up. This is the Edwin on Soul. The little bird. DeFi AI layer empowering AI agents to dominate. Edwin. Edwin. Looks like a serious project, man. Looks like a serious AI project for sure. I never heard of it. I think I seen this maybe a week ago. Like come across the trenches, but maybe it was like somebody creating a fake token. But I remember the bird, the owl, should I say? I remember the owl here, Edwin. Yeah, it looks like a pretty serious AI token though on Solana, and the chart reflects that. I'm not stamping it $9 million market cap. I don't know nothing about this, but doesn't look bad, man. And it seems like one of those real Solana AI projects. See, I don't, and that's the one thing about like buying AI projects on Solana. They have some really good ones, but on with Tau, I don't got to worry about that. I don't got to worry about it being a LARP because ain't nobody gonna spend 50,000 to create a token unless they gonna create something real. Right, you basically spending 50 grand to create a token. You're not gonna spend that unless you really serious, right? You're not going to spend that just to extract some money. I mean, you got to be a fool to do that. You could just go to pump.fun. It just really doesn't make any sense. You could just go to pump.fun. Who wants to create a fake subnet? That's just a waste of time and a waste of money. Thoughts on ARDR? Where do y'all be finding these tokens? ARDR. What is this? $130 million in liquidity. What is ARDR? I don't know what this is. I don't think I ever heard of this either. Ardor. $130 million market cap. Yeah, I never heard of this one. Consensus as a service platform, advanced parent-child chain architecture, scalability, no blockchain. Yeah, I never heard of this. I know, like I said, guys. If you're gonna, when you're gonna tell me about another chain, another blockchain, I'm just gonna be real. I don't have any interest in multiple blockchains, bro. I'll follow them, but it's just like, guys, y'all gotta start focusing on one ecosystem. Like, why? If you are XRP guy, right? Why are you even considering any other chain, bro? Like buying a whole bunch of layer ones. I'm not even saying that this is bad, but just the conversations we done had, it's like I don't understand why you would have like multiple chains, like, and this goes out to anybody. And now I used to be like, that's what I'm saying. I used to be that guy that had like multiple chains, but like once you get in crypto and you realize that you don't really need a whole bunch of chains, you just need to really focus on one. Because if you really value a project as an investor and as an investment, then you're not gonna have all of these different chains. You know what I mean? And the only way having another chain makes sense is if you got like a deep end project or you got like a quantum computer project. You like, okay, I want to invest into QuantX because it's the only quantum computing resistant chain that focuses on quantum computing. There's others that say they do it, but it's the only one that for surely focuses on it. But unless this does something that's totally different, proof of stake blockchain, I just I already hold Tau and Solana and ICP. I mean, after that, I mean, what really do I need? You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I used to have a lot of tokens like that, guys, but after a while, you just don't really need all that, man. To music, you should look at Beats AI. I don't like crypto music. I don't like music cryptos. I'll buy those once I see more, but I don't know. Is audience still a thing? I mean, what happened to that? I don't really like music cryptos, to be honest with you. I've got burnt on every music crypto that I've ever bought in life. So this still sits at $100 million market cap, and it's probably going to do well when altcoins pop back up. Audience probably is going to do really really well, but I'll buy it then. I'll buy it then. I'll buy it once I see some confirmation from. I don't know. I don't even know if I ever buy any type of music. To be honest with you, I'm not even gonna cap. I don't even know if I ever buy some type of music crypto, but I mean, this is supposed to be the number one right here, Audius. And I don't know. I don't know about this narrative, but to each his own. Yeah, sometimes you got to pay attention to the quiet narratives, but I don't know about that one. Yes, Edwin on Soul looks good. AWR, how high it can go. That's one of those tokens where you just don't know how high it can go because of right? It's because it's like everybody, if everybody buys into this token will be the one that damn, it's at a 7 million. It done did a 7x now. Like I've bull posted this so many times in the Patreon, and I bull posted this right around like 1 million so many times in the Patreon, bro. So many times. This thing then did a 7x. This is one of the meme coins where I don't even check. I just let it sit because of the narrative, right? All will retire. So I don't think there's no limit to how high this will go. It could probably do some crazy Marad shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Marad bought this token once it started to like bottom out because he already was following it, and a lot of people in that he had interest in all will retire. And then you got crypto Superman pumping it up and shilling it as well. He's one of the top like low cap shill artists with like the meme coins and AI coins. So this has potential. And I was bull posting this so much in the Patreon, man. So much in the Patreon. I don't know if anybody actually bought it because people were really, really scared to buy meme coins, and I get it. But it's up 7x since then. So this is one of those ones that has lasting power because of the narrative. All will retire. Just imagine if everybody get behind it as a retirement token. Unlimited potential if you think about that. Just think about a pension fund. Just think about a pension fund, right? 39 people. Buddy put me on with MSTY income ETF. You can hit it up offline. Just putting it on your radar. I'll check it out. MSTY. What's up, second time? Looking at it, I was looking to see if the project has potential. Yeah, I get it, man, but I don't want to have too much layer ones. I can't really focus on like too many ecosystems at once. It's too many. It's too much things that goes on, and like that was the problem with like me holding a whole bunch of layer ones because tokens like H bar has so much going on with it like all the time. So it's like I can't focus on multiple ecosystems. All will retire. Yeah, it's a very cool name, bro. It has the lore to it. And I don't know if a lot of people was really taking the post serious in the Patreon when I was posting name like, oh nah, probably another meme coin. I should stay away from the market. But it's like I'm seeing these meme coins with these communities that have lasting communities go 70, 80% down. So I know it's not nothing the meme coin is nor the community. It's just the early investors getting out, jeeting the coin, and that happens, right? Maybe people just selling off, things happen, whatever, right? But when you got a community that's still showing that delusional resolve, those are the memes you want to focus on when things get really, really bearish, because when they do correct and start to push back up, they have very, very, very volatile moves to the upside. Strong volatile moves to the upside. So really, really like what I seen from that token. And the fact that it had like other big YouTubers posting it helps it out as well, like top KOLs and things like that. Bitcoin, man, pushing in on 95K, man. Bitcoin is pushing in on 95K. Yeah, all will retire. In the past, I got scammed with Soundcoin. Yeah, man, I don't really know about the music coins, RPAD. Not a narrative that I'm focused on, bro. I gotta keep it real with you. I know AI music and you know Zero Bro was supposed to be like a hit, but that just dumped out, bro. And everybody was calling like Zero Boy Bro the next AI music coin, and it really never transpired. So I would be a little bit careful with music coins, but I don't really have a price for the NMA. I don't really give you a price for NMA because anything can happen. I can't really control what Trump might say, and we're still in an environment where we're fighting the Fed, meaning lack of new liquidity into the market. So without that, from a state's point of view, it's hard for me to give you a price prediction for Jasmine. Jasmine is moving, yeah, man. Jasmine is doing this thing, right? Jasmine is doing his thing, right? And all the Jasmine bears always disappear when Jasmine start pumping. They never stick around, bro. I swear to God. Like these dudes come in the comments, and soon as Jasmine start dumping, they be like, "Oh, pump and dump Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine this, Jasmine coin this." When Jasmine pumping, where's these dudes? Sean Blue. I know you probably watching this, bro. Where you at, bro? When Jasmine pumping, bro? Where you at, bro? I know you post something negative in every Jasmine video, but when Jasmine doing well, I don't see you. And there's a few others. I already know who y'all is. I see the comments. Every time Jasmine start doing a little bit of a correction, y'all hop in the comments and got so much to say. In fact, I posted a Jasmine video the other day, and since the Bears couldn't be negative, what did they start asking? Oh, so how about a time frame on when the lockup happens and all of this? They start questioning and trying to like put light FUD in the chat. That shit be funny as hell, man. I be like, bro, the Jasmine Bears just hate Jasmine, bro. They have to cope, bro. Because every time they got a chance to get in at a nice price, they get bearish, really bearish, and Jasmine burn them every time, every time. Ever since I've been covering Jasmine, bro. Jasmine always burn the Bears, bro, every time, every time. Salute to the Jasmine fam, cooking them. Valhalla of Dust, right? I love Jasmine. They mad they didn't buy. Yeah, they be really mad, bro. They be really, really mad. They be really mad, bro. They disappear. They disappear. Like they disappear. They always disappear. Now watch. When Jasmine start going down again, they gonna pop back up. Watch. Pay attention. Pay attention. They gonna pop back up. A signature Jasmine dance. Yo, they gonna pop back up soon as Jasmine start going down, right? Since we gonna get rejected at like 2 pennies, right? If we don't blast about it, we probably get rejected at 2 pennies. It's okay. I'm anticipating Jasmine to get rejected at some point, right? And it's okay because there's people that actually want to buy the dip, right? Man, Bitcoin is looking strong on the weekly, man. That buy signal was so perfect. Look, I almost want to drop a tear because I created that script. I feel so. I feel so. Oh my goodness. Man, I just want to see the community stand out, man. Jasmine, yeah, Jasmine, 2.5 pennies. I wouldn't be surprised if we get rejected at 2.5 pennies. 2.5 pennies. 2.5 pennies. I wouldn't be surprised if we get rejected at 2.5 pennies. It seemed like when Rodney started streaming what's it goddamn in the trenches, trenching meme coins. It seemed like when Rodney started streaming him trenching meme coins, all the community start buying his community tokens. So is that what I got to do? Is I got to trench on the meme coins and then everybody remind, hey, J5, J5, J5. Can we do something like that, bro? Can we 10x in 7 days? I'm feeling kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. I feel some type of way. I ain't even gonna cap chat. I feel some type of way, bro. I feel like the community deserve it. I feel some type of way, bro. But yeah, Jasmine put in this confirmation candle. It's gonna get nice. It's gonna get nice. It's gonna get nice. Jasmine and Gala are going at it. Altcoin season in July. What is the best BTC indicator do you think? I don't know, man. This just depends on what you like. If you into momentum and things like that. I mean the greatest index what's it called? The go to players. The go to players are the what stock RSI and the MACD, right? But you throw a couple. I like to throw the moving averages, the 21-day EMA, the 50-day, and the 200-day. I think those are the three strongest moving averages. 20-day, 25-day, no, 21 EMA, 50-day moving average, and the 200 moving average. Those three right there. I also like to use the VWAP, right? Usually when price is over the VWAP, that means it has bullish momentum. Usually when the price is below the VWAP, it usually has bearish momentum. And then pay attention to like value metrics and things of that sort, right? But then once you learn those indicators, then you move on and switch it up. Maybe you look at the ultimate. Maybe you look at the cover. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You just cutlers. I don't know what I'm thinking about food. I said covers. I'm thinking about food, chat. I'm thinking about food. I'm thinking about Culver's. Is that the ice cream? Don't they sell like fish sandwiches and ice cream? Culver's? Am I saying it correct? I think I'm thinking about food. I just need 10 cent Jasmine. Come on, baby. 10 cent to a dollar. Isn't that a dollar in a dream, right? Success. But yeah, those are the ones I kind of like focusing on, right? Soul putting in that nice confirmation candle, right? We got that one candle there, and then Soul putting in a nice one. Yeah, altcoins, man. The next 60 to 90 days could be something special. Could be a nice good altcoin bubble. I say for the next 30 to 90 days, depending on how the market goes. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But I think the next month to 3 months, if this momentum continues, maybe it just rises in like a slow cooker manner. It won't be like no explosive, like smack you in the face. But if we get like this slow cooking rise with like ETH and Solana, you're gonna in Tau, you're gonna see like subnet Soul tokens and ETH tokens pop up, Binance tokens, right? AVAX tokens. It doesn't really matter if your favorite XRP tokens, right? Your favorite ecosystem. Let me just say that, right? You're gonna see little tokens here and there pop out and just explode. So, you know what I mean? If you start seeing these the TVLs rising and stuff with some of these ecosystems, I wouldn't be surprised if the altcoins, the low cap ones within them, that fit the narratives that are the hottest, do well. Right? Even Casper is starting to show some strength. So I wouldn't be surprised if a Casper token, right? Nacho, right? The top meme coin I think is a cat meme coin called Nacho. If Casper starts to run, I wouldn't be surprised if the top meme coin in Casper starts to run as well. So just pay attention to some of those beta plays within the ecosystem. Sheep showing some life. Doge alarm. Mars. XYO. Culver's. Culver's, bro. They do sell ice cream, Panda God. They sell ice creams and fish sandwiches, bro, because yeah, they do sell burgers, but the only thing I go get from Culver's is their, I think it's called the Alaskan the Alaskan cod sandwich. I think that's what it's called. I would never eat no burger from Culver's. That's like eating to me, that's like eating a burger from Taco Bell. Right? You go to Taco Bell for tacos. Um, MSTY, Michael Strategies, MSTY, is it already live? MSTY. Ooh, it actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you. It doesn't look bad, bro, and it's new. So yeah, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Um, I like to use the fibs too, man, but I only use the 618 and the 786 both ways. So doesn't look bad either. Coming up to some resistance here at 23.74, but strong, just like Bitcoin. Title trust. Yeah, I was looking at crypto.com and they just added a whole bunch of new stocks. And I was like, bro, I started like, I had to think. I'm like, Millie, just wait for the corrections. You already missed some of these moves. Don't buy them yet. They're gonna go down again. So I'm waiting on another correction. But crypto.com, bro, why did y'all do that to me? Y'all know once I seen stocks on the same platform, I'm like, what? All of these stocks, I can get it all right here. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This is my chance. So I don't know. I like that they got stocks though. I think I just want to buy Tesla though. I'm not gonna buy a whole lot of stocks. I just want to buy like Tesla. I think I seen like Coinbase and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it really simple if I do get some stocks, but I am looking to get some stocks for sure. This looks strong though. Title Trust MSTY. It looks strong though for sure. Strong on the weekly here. Nah, it's on my watch list, wise mine. I'm always see that's what I'm doing when I know a ecosystem is heating up. I'm looking for the top decks and I'm looking for the top meme coin and maybe the top AI play, depending on how focused that ecosystem may be on AI. But I think like if the ecosystem of Casper actually takes off, Nacho is one to keep an eye on, and it's listed on exchanges already for it to be one of the first Casper tokens. So I really like it. Turbo would lead the memes. Salute, man. We got some turbo fans in here, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. Summertime. Let's go. What is the dividend per share? Bro, I'm making so much. Look, I ain't even gonna cap, guys. I don't think people understand the other aspect. Speaking of dividends, not to get off subject here, Raw Nick, but guys, Tau subnets. I gotta go back to these. If you do not know, not only do you make money from holding the Tau subnet, similar to like if the Tau, if you're holding a token and it goes to 5x, well, you just 5x your money, but you also earn dividends for the subnets because you're staking Tau. So you're earning twice. You're earning with this is why I don't understand, bro. People don't, bro. When you buy a Tau subnet, you're automatically staking. So you're earning the benefits of just staking, and you're earning the benefits of the subnet multipliers. This is the difference between any other ecosystem in crypto. You cannot buy a Solana token and automatically earn, only some of them. Every token in Tao's ecosystem, you earn APY. You earn. So you're earning from the Tau project, the coin in Tau, going up 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, whatever. And you're also earning dividends from yield. You're earning dividends. So when I looked at this and I said, I bet you a lot of fucking people don't know this. This is an ecosystem where you buy a token in the ecosystem and they automatically stake it and you automatically earn yield on the token. Plus, you earn the multipliers. This is why you see these subnets only going up. This is the only place you can do that, guys. The only place, and it's less than 100 tokens in this ecosystem. Wake the fuck up. It's like buying a token and it's automatically staked for you, but you can sell it at will. You don't have to hold it or it be in a lockup. So not only are you buying a subnet token and you earn multipliers, but you earn dividends on every token that you buy because it's baked in the system. It's genius. It's a genius ecosystem. It's a genius ecosystem. Just imagine every ETH token you ever purchase, you earn fucking yield on it. That's what happens on in Tau. Now you understand why I am so bullish on this, man. Now you understand why I am so bullish on Tau. Zebek BTC on break. Yeah, but just imagine Solana, you know what I mean? You gotta probably stake, bro. You automatically earn. Soon as you buy a Tau token, as if you were staking a token. So you're earning dividends. Every day I'm earning dividends on my 5 or 6 tokens and the Tau that I have staked. But guess what? I'm also earning off the multipliers of the subnets. No other ecosystem is doing that, guys. I gotta fucking Jerry Bansfield y'all to death about Tau because I don't think people understand that you're earning so many in so many different fashions within this ecosystem. Love it. Love it. Yeah, and then we're not even gonna talk about how the Tau tokenomics are extremely similar to Bitcoin and how they even have a halving and things like that. So that's a whole nother conversation, wise man. That's a whole nother conversation. My boys got 200K and the dividends per share are averaging 250 per month. The high was low. And then 10K and 40K a month. Bro, now you seeing that, right? You seeing that $2.50 per month, right? All right. That's crazy in dividends, right? That's crazy. The high was $3.88. The low was $1.33. Hold on, I'm just anywhere from 10K dividends per share. Oh, that is crazy. That is fucking crazy, bro. What? What? ETC over 95K and running. It's running again. Let's go. All right. So I don't think people I don't really think people really changed their the next leg down there scenario. I think people I don't know. I don't know who you follow, to be honest with you. So I don't know who you follow, right, Kevin? So I'm gonna just say that out there. But the people that I follow, from the most part, and I take their opinion because I value their opinion, right? And how they look at things, right? So the people that I follow, right, they were saying it's 50-50, right? like technically Bitcoin is bullish because we're holding these moving averages and the center gravity of the Gaussian channel. But until we break that, we're bullish. The fear in the market came from the stock market and the tariffs, right? So a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, stock market is getting crushed, so crypto has to go down next," right? Crypto kind of corrected a little bit, but it didn't really go down, right? And slowly but surely, everybody's resolve started returning, meaning people, the closer we got to a bottom, meaning people noticed, like, okay, doesn't seem like we're going down any lower. So it's starting to formulate a little bottom. And then if you paid attention to some of the bottom signals, you probably got even more bullish because now you're starting to get like these stock RSI crosses in the midst of a lot of the longer time frames being oversold. So there always was, in me personally, in the back of my head, if you've been following my content for the last few weeks, right? It started off bearish, but then I slowly started to get bullish as I seen we was putting in, formatting a bottom, right? So I think a lot of the people that I watch were doing the same things, right? I wasn't really seeing too many people really put out like bullish content. I want to say that there was not a lot of people putting out bullish content. There was a lot of like bearish doom and gloom content, but I think that came from because what was happening in the stock market, Trump in the macro, right? That's where I think that was coming from. So I don't think that it's over with. I think that it might feel like everybody's turning bullish right now, but I don't think everybody's turning bullish right now. I think people are still like, I don't know about this. Why is this happening? Where's the liquidity really coming from? I think there's more people questioning this pump, the people that I watch personally, rather than jumping for joy saying that altcoins are back. Because I'm on the fence to where I'm still looking at it with the side eye, like, I don't know about this pump, but I do wish I would bought a little bit of the bottom more, right? I don't know. Should I wait and buy some more when we dip a little bit more? Because I think that we may dip a little bit more. I'm a little bit cautious. That's how I feel. But I'm also optimistic because some of the things that I do hold and I have been buying, they're starting to do good. So I'm like, okay, at least I'm making a little bit of money here so I can be optimistic about the market. But I'm definitely still cautious. I'm definitely still cautious. So if anybody who thinks that I'm not, I'm letting you know I am. And we're not even at 500 days after the halving. Yeah, we're not. We're not. We're at that 300-day correction, which I've showed you guys. Come on. I showed you guys this so many times. We at the 300-day correction. It is what it is. It's never been over here, but I understood why people thought it was over because what was happening with that stock market was very, very ugly. Very, very ugly. Bitcoin got everybody going crazy, bulls and bears. Yeah, that's what happens in a choppy range, right? At the top of the range, everybody gets bullish and then we get pushed down. The reason why you're seeing more people getting bullish now is because we finally broke out of the range, right? And this is the first time we've broken out of the range in a long time, right? Now we just got to see if it's sustainable. Is it going to be sustainable? Who knows? But we finally got up out of that little area that we were in, and now we're confirming that we're going to turn it into support. So this is why you're seeing everybody start to say, I don't know about that next leg down. This could be the start of the next leg up. And to be fair, it looks like it. It looks like it, right? You got volume coming in, rising, going into the weekend, right? Not bad. But you're clearly getting a confirmation candle, and now you're starting to get back above that bull market band. So anybody who's saying, "Well, this is the next leg up," I don't see why you would want to debate that, uh, especially if another confirmation candle comes in next week, right? Now, if we get rejected here and we somehow by the Sunday end up back in this range, well, that's going to be really, really ugly, and that's probably going to kill a lot of crypto people's resolve because it's going to be like, okay, this is it. We got rejected. We can't get back to 100K. It's over with, right? So Right now, everybody's resolve is strong because we're starting to get back above key moving averages. So it's fair. It's fair, right? If you didn't buy the dip here, you can't be mad. You can't be salty. You just can't be, right? It's okay. You missed it. You're not gonna get it all right. Wait on the next correction, and make a better decision next time. Simple as that. I wish I would have got more. Yeah, but I didn't. It's not the end of the world. We'll get another opportunity. Yeah, we have no catalyst. Got Trump gaslighting again, saying he was talking to China on deals. China saying, nah, we ain't. And I believe in China more because Trump hasn't proven anything but chaos. But yeah, the thing is, Kevin, you got to stop focusing on the news, brother. Like, that's probably what's gearing your emotion towards your investment thesis. So when you're reacting based on the news, right? So instead of reacting based on the news, react based on your conviction of whatever you're buying. If you know at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, your conviction play is going to be up in the next 4 years, then it doesn't matter what happens in the news. Who cares about the news? Yeah, Trump, whatever. 4 years from now, I'm still going to be up 10x, regardless of what happens. So this is where your resolve and your conviction kicks in, right? When things get ugly and it looks like it's the end of the world, are you willing to pull the plug on some of your investments or some of that capital to put it in investments, right? It is what it is. This is why Warren Buffett is the greatest investor of all time because when things get like how they were the last 2 weeks, he buys. He buys. He doesn't really care what's going on. He buys. When things get really, really greedy and everybody feel like they about to make their next one sales, it's hard though. Seems to be the driver's seat at the moment. It seems like that, but when you really think about it, has it been, right? We got so much bullish news and then the market wasn't going up. Then we got so much bearish news and then the market really wasn't going down at the end of the day. End of the day, Bitcoin. At the end of the day, Bitcoin just went up $20,000. Wait, within a couple weeks, like a week or so. That right there should tell you how bullish the market really is. Bitcoin was like 73,000. It seemed like yesterday. This shit just went up $20,000. So that's like a rubber band effect, right? Things, you know what I mean? Like, so how can we really trust the news or think about what Trump is saying? Because at the end of the day, and I'm just speaking on Bitcoin, not altcoins to be fair. At the end of the day, Bitcoin really didn't really care about what's going on in the news. It just was kind of like a stable coin. It went sideways, leaked out a little bit, and then it bounced back up $20,000. That's crazy. So the news is okay, but I think looking at the news from a long term perspective, in my case, I think for me it's better because we already know in the next 6 months or so the the Fed to have be real close to their goal of 0% interest rates, right? Maybe 1 or 2%, right? So technically that's bullish for the market because they are reaching their goals. So now they can finally end quantitative tightening. So we know at some point QT is going to end. We know at some point risk on assets react to the global liquidity chart, and that shit is at all time high. So from a long term perspective, everything is set up to be bullish. The problem is the news keep fucking us up short term, and it just it messes with your emotions, right? It messes with your emotions. So sometimes you gotta ignore the news, man. You gotta ignore it unless you like trading meme coins on the daily in the trenches. So that you gotta pay attention to the news. But like, for conviction plays, I think it's the best to ignore the news for conviction plays, right? If you know what you know about whatever you buying, like don't the news is the news. I wouldn't even focus on the news. Now, if you day trading and you paying attention to the market daily or the 1 hour, the 4 hour, then the news is a little bit more relevant. You get what I'm saying? But if for your conviction in your long term plays, like the news, who cares? I mean, like the green candles, they hated me. Off topic. Tell me how big is this Travis Hunter move to Jacksonville? We might not lose. Oh, I didn't know you was a Jacksonville fan. Newtown. He said, "How we like these green candles?" No, I don't think nobody hates you, bro. I don't even remember the conversation that we had. To be fair, but I'm glad that you're in here. Yeah. The news will get you. But it's just that's how the content is, right? When it's doom and gloom, you'll see a lot of content where that's tailored around what's happening with the news, right? So it's like it's cool, it's entertaining, right? YouTube is entertaining. I come up here and I talk about content, I bring up the news, all type of stuff, right? So what I mean? I'm fair for that criticism, right? We get into, even myself, right? Because I got to look at news each and every day to form content, right? So in some cases, it may seem like the news is the driver of the market, but that's just if you're looking at things from a short term perspective. Long term, the news is the news. And at the end of the day, what do we know? Bitcoin has survived any type of news, whether it's bullish or bearish. It's still here. I'm just mad at my New York Giants, bro. Like, not drafting Shador. I don't even want to be a Giants fan no more, bro. Like, I'm not even a New York Giants fan, bro. Like, last night for me was it. Like, I've turned in my New York Giants gear. I'm not a New York Giants fan anymore. I don't even care if we go get Archie Man in next year. I'm so pissed off with the New York Giants. I don't even feel proud being a Giants fan right now. We always find a way to screw up draft, bro. We screw up the draft every draft, and I can't even go no further being a New York Giants fan. It's over with for me. I'm done with it. 0%. Yeah, the goal is to get the interest rates to zero. Well, if you want any type of QE, the Fed only does QE when interest rates are near zero. So if you think Papa, if you hop in here thinking about QE, we got to be near 0% interest rates, bro. It is that's historic. I ain't to lose with, bro. I don't even, bro. I'm done with the Giants, bro. Like us, not we had two chances to draft Shador. We had okay. We didn't get him in the first round. Cool. Why not get an offensive lineman? We need an offensive lineman. Why we don't need our defense was okay. We need an offensive lineman. First of all, we should have drafted an offensive lineman that went next. Now we got the offensive line. Go get Shador. He's there. First round drafts 20 the 21st pick. Draft him, bro. What is wrong? Y'all draft some Mississippi dude, bro. What is wrong with y'all, man? I can't deal with the New York Giants no longer, bro. It pains me to be a fan. I can no longer be a Giants fan. No longer follow them. I'm I started the only reason that I didn't post on X on the Giants account because I was in fear that my they was gonna get my account banned. I literally am typing a post like y'all are idiots. Like I was going hard on the Giants page. And then I thought about it. I'm like, Millie, this is how you gonna get banned off X again. Don't send a tweet. So I didn't send a tweet. But I might go on Instagram and give them a mouth, bro. Earful. From Duval. Yeah, there's a rate cut in June. Trump could pause if they continue to drop whales for strictly buying 10 million worth. Yeah, a lot of whales are buying, bro. The people that's own 10 or more Bitcoin have been buying the most. Um, cut rate, but like a Fed cut is not QE, guys. Like that's not QE. That's something totally different. Fed cut is not QE. QE, we need to be near zero interest rate. The Fed cut and QE is two different things. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is a lot of could and woulds. Rate cut could happen, could not happen. Trump could pause, maybe he doesn't pause. Inflation continue to come down, maybe, who knows, right? Like this is not something that has to happen, right? And no, this is 10% chance, 10% chance that Bitcoin is. Well, I was saying it right now on the live stream. 10% chance that Bitcoin is 170K by June. That's very very optimistic. mark. Man, them seats will be sold out, yeah, bro. Fuck the Giants, bro. I'm done. This dip showed us a few strong crypto projects with solid communities. That is true. That is true, G Money. That is true, bro. If you've been paying attention to the communities that have been the strongest and the tokens that have been the strongest, now you know what you should be at least buying the dip on the next time we do get a dip. But like, I'm not gonna get overly bullish here because there's no reason to until the Fed stops QT. So that and the Fed cut is not stopping QT. We still need the Fed to stop QT. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that because at some point breakfast is gonna end, and I got a taste for breakfast, guys. So I gotta leave y'all with that. Appreciate everybody. I hope all this stuff does happen, and like I said, I hope Bitcoin flies to $1 million. But I don't know. Maybe I'm too conservative. I'm okay being wrong, guys. I don't care about being wrong. If I'm too conservative, I'm too conservative. But I'd rather be like this, right? Just than too excited or too down. You get what I'm saying? I just want to be solid and give what the market, take what the market gives me. Yeah, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody that showed up to the live stream. Your boy done got hungry now. We chilling, we chilling, we chilling. Um, Y'all like the shirt? I got my J5 shirt on, man. See, if you know what I mean? If you didn't know. So, appreciate everybody. Hopefully, we can get some community support, man. Would be nice. Community come in and stand out, like Rodney community did over there, man. Would really, really, really make me feel happy, guys, if we can pull something like that off. But okay, I'll holler at you in the next one. Appreciate everybody that did show up to the chat, the likes, the subscribes, the shares, the retweets, whatever. Um, I'll holler at y'all in the next one. I'll maybe do a few more videos today. Soft shield a couple more times for the community, and yeah, we'll take it from that, guys. Pay attention to them subnets. Pay attention to them subnets. Remember what I told you about the Tau ecosystem. All right, market looks good, but don't get too bullish. And when we correct, don't get too bearish. We just gonna keep it simple. That's all we need to do. Crypto Playground, bro. Crypto Playground, man. Man, I'm like, dog. We need it, man. We need it. I said, damn. I just looked at Rodney's token. It was like $25,000 market cap. And then I checked it because I normally check like influencer tokens. So I like to see where I stand, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where we standing at, right? And I seen his shit went up to like 300K. I said, oh, hell no. Bruh, it pissed me off so bad, Crypto Playground. I was like, man, I gotta holler at my guy Mike. I gotta holler at my guy Mike, bro. Off stream. I gotta holler at the council. I gotta holler at the council off stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need to pull up something like that. We had like 23K market cap, guys. This is nothing for that shit to 10x. It's nothing for it to 10x, bro. Stand like well, let's show we can do the same shit, bro. Yeah, that shit pissed me off, Crypto Playground. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you too, Wise Mind. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Mike, I'm gonna tap in with you in the council, bro. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get my breakfast now. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.